handicapped slightly, but competed his butt off today. And we have talent. We just got to get the talent to be talented, to do what they're capable of doing. But it's no one in the country can fill Travis Huntry's shoes. You got to understand he's a unique player. He's one of a kind. He's the best player on offense, the best player on defense. That's just who he is in the country, not just on his team. So having guys step up, they just got to step up and do the job that we're asking them to do.
Hi, Coach. Adam Munster, Tiger 24/7 Sports. One of the stars late in the game on Saturday was at a different position in the spring. When did you identify Mikey Harrison as a guy that could help this football team?
Mackey's versatile. I mean, Mackey's kind of a small tight end and a very large receiver, which don't fare well at times, but he overcomes that by his work ethic, by what he applies to the game, his knowledge of the game, being where he's supposed to be, doing what he's supposed to do, and going full speed at all times. And practice is where you build the trust with your quarterback. So just being here in the time that he's been here, being able to be on the field and work with Shedeur, that has created a level of trust that he is found to be dependable in certain situations, and that's what he was.
Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, Pat Graham, Associated Press. Really quick, just a clarification. With the lacerated liver with Travis, does it change the timetable at all?
No, sir. No, sir.
And then my question is, when you look at Shiloh and what he does back there as a defensive back, do you see some work of yourself, or is he just a completely different
I
player?
never compare my kids to me. That's not fair as a father, and a lot of fathers do that. They want their kids to walk in their footsteps and live their life. My kids and our deal we made when they were young lads, just getting into sports, is you don't have to be me. Be the best you that you can be, and give me your best. That's our deal. So that's who Shiloh is. Shiloh is a bona fide leader. He's a dog back there. He plays hard, plays tough. He's a physical kid, and he loves the game of football. And he loves playing for Coach Kelly. He really does.
Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Coach, Nick Roth, number 7. You just read all those TV numbers, and you've said from the very beginning this isn't shocking to you, this is what you expected.
Right.
What has been the reaction in the building to sort of the speed at which all the eyeballs have gotten here?
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of immune to that kind of stuff. I'm so focused and locked in on what we do from day to day, week to week. But I'm happy that I see that our different athletics are benefiting. I want to see the girls' basketball team hosting visits and bringing the girls to our games and bringing them to me so I can meet them and we can close, as well as the boys, as well as other sports as well. This is a great time to bring people up for a visit so they can see the true atmosphere of what we possess and what we bring. And CU Athletics is we're rolling right now. We want to keep it going, but we want to help one another.
Hi, Coach. Ariel Orsuto, 9 News.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you. So obviously this last game was a lot about resilience, winning in a very different way.
Yes.
How does that then translate into a very tough test against Oregon this week?
Well, we're not trying to just be resilient. We don't want to get to that point where we have to be resilient. We want to get out to a great start. We have not played a complete game. We have not played a game where the offense, defense, as well as special teams has all shown up in the same manner. If the offense is playing well, the defense is hot garbage. If the defense is playing well, the offense is horrible. And special teams aren't special. So we got to put it all together to be able to defeat a team like Oregon in that manner. We got to put it together.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Hey, Coach. Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. You've been pretty open that you'd like to have the different uniforms every week for the team.
Yeah.
I know you guys did that last year at Jackson State with a different combination. You guys have done that so far this season. What does that mean to you to be able to do that? And what has it been like working with Nike this season here as you guys are, doing the different uniforms here?
Well, that all starts with Smitty. We have a wonderful equipment man that sees and poised and understands me. So, and us traveling with Rick up to Nike to talk about these different things that kids desire. I mean, you got to understand the team that we're playing right now, that's what they're known for. They play great football, don't get me wrong, but the versatility in the uniforms and the flashiness and what they bring. I can remember coaching high school and my kids in the locker room talking about Oregon in their uniforms, which is wonderful. So we can simulate that, emulate that, and imitate that in a certain way. It's productive because kids want shoot, you all want options. That's why you're working, right? So you have options to go buy what you want to buy, get what you want to get, do what you want to do. So just giving the kids those type of options is phenomenal for young men.
And just for you personally, being back with Nike now, I know in the past you guys had a little bit of a strained relationship, but being back with them now, what's that been like for you?
It's been wonderful. They've been above board. They've been excellent. They've committed to the program. They've committed to me personally, and I love every bit of it. And the fans in CU is benefiting also. So it's a beautiful marriage.
Good, Sean.
Coach Sean Keeler, the Denver Post, two-parter about physical play in that game. First, do you worry that some coach or someone somewhere looks at that film, at that tape and says, I'm gonna hit him late, I'm gonna hit Shadur late, because
Well-
maybe that's our shot?
That's not having character. I don't know how you're gonna have success and longevity in this game, coaching in that aspect. I don't condone that. I don't teach that. I didn't condone it when I played the game from any of my teammates as well. You wanna play clean, you wanna be dominant, but you wanna play clean. Because at the end of the day, you want your opponent's respect. You do. I'm not saying that's what transpired, but it's unfortunate if it did. What's the gentleman's name?
Henry Blackburn.
Henry Blackburn. I want you guys to record this and run with this. Henry Blackburn is a good player who played a phenomenal game. He made a tremendous hit on Travis on the sideline. You could call it dirty, you could call it he was just playing the game of football. But whatever it was, it does not constitute that he should be receiving death threats. This is still a young man trying to make it in life, a guy that's trying to live his dream and hopefully graduate with honors or degree, committed to excellence and go to the NFL. He does not deserve a death threat over a game. At the end of the day, this is a game. Someone must win, someone must lose. Everybody continues their life the next day. Very unfortunate. I'm saddened if there's any of our fans that's on the other side of those threats. I would hope and pray not, but that kid was just playing the best of his ability, and he made a mistake. So I forgive him, CU, our team forgive him, Travis he's forgiven him. Let's move on, but that kid does not deserve that.
The other follow-up to that, and I appreciate you saying that about Blackburn, because that was the other thing I was gonna ask, was, do you worry that there's gonna be a target on Shadur's back, given the hype and everything else?
I think there's a target on every great player's back, isn't it? Last time I checked, but that should really challenge your offensive line to do their job, shouldn't it? Because if you stop the quarterback, if you stop a Travis Hunter, if you stop a Jimmy, if you stop Xavier, if you stop these guys, you're stopping the offense. Bo Nix is pretty darn good too. We want to stop him, so, but we're not going to do anything absurd or dirty. We don't believe in that. This is a game. I mean, we want to win, but we don't want to step outside the lines to win. Character is everything with us.
Good, Jason.
Hey, Coach. Jason Jones from BuzzFeed. You mentioned before that you're the only coach Shador has ever known. And I was curious, from Jackson State to now, high school, whatever it is, in these 3 games, has he done anything that even impresses you?
I mean, his consistency impresses me. When I see him in a presser, it impresses me. When I saw him on stage with Stephen A. as well as Shannon, and that impressed me. He's a really knowledgeable kid. Sometimes he was reluctant to let his personality go, but now he's home, man. He is. Remember when I said I'm about to get comfortable? He's gotten comfortable. So, and I know him, as my son. I know when he opens up like he's opened up, he's comfortable, and I'm proud of him in every aspect.
Hey, Coach. Brian McFadden from the Denver Post. I wanted to ask you a question about the cornerback position. We've seen a lot of young corners come into the league and make an immediate impact, whether it's year 1 or year 2. I was wondering, why do you think that, and how much has the college game impacted?
I don't follow NFL, so I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. I don't really follow the NFL game, and I haven't followed it since I was out commentating and broadcasting, so I don't know how true that is. I'm happy for those youngsters if they're able to come in and show immediate impact. That's not easy by any standards, but I'm happy for them, man. I wish I followed them a little more so I could ride with you on your statement. I just don't. I'm so into what we do and what our opponents are doing. That's what I'm into. I don't really look outside these blinders.
Good, Jim.
Jimmy Searfoss, 247 Sports. Oregon's head coach has spoken about Colorado a few times in the past. Is it personal once again this week?
I respect the heck out of this man, what he's accomplished stepping in, taking over a program and keeping it not only rocking steady, but accelerating it. So I'm not a fan of anybody, I mean, except for, you know, some of the celebrities that got a tremendous gift, but not in sports. I respect the heck out of him. I love what he's accomplishing. I love who he is, the way he runs his team. I love the way he operates. So I've got a lot of respect for him.
Good, Pat.
Coach, Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera. A little bit ago, you described the defense as hot garbage, but you also.
No. Don't take my quotes and run with it. It was moments in the game that our defense have really played pretty good football this year. I mean, it was moments that they played badly. Yeah, moments that were hard garbage. Offense have been too. Special teams have been too. I have been too. Coaches have been too. So we all have been hot garbage in moments.
The question, and I wanted to ask about the takeaways. You know, maybe you want improved play out of the defense, but they're still making game-changing plays, and it's guys across the board that are doing that. What do you credit that to?
We get to the ball. We practice getting to the football. We practice a certain physicality. The way we practice is normally the way you play. It's hard to practice soft and then go out there and play hard, you know, and vice versa. But I attribute that to the way we attack when we're on the field. When we're not playing well, that's one guy blowing the coverage, one guy not carrying the receiver, you know, in the seam, one guy not being in his zone to carry that crossing route. It's always one guy just doing his own thing instead of having a unity of 11. That's what makes us hot garbage. One guy.
Coach, we talked about the slower starts the last couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
I was just wondering, do you believe any of that is attributed to balance of the offense run versus pass?
No.
And in that vein,
No.
do you expect Alton McCaskill back this weekend?
We took off his yellow shirt today, so he's practicing. He's able to be hit. He's ready. I feel like he's ready. I don't care what the ratio is run pass. I really don't. I care what the ratio is on the scoreboard. That's what I care about. I don't give a darn what run pass is.
I just meant more in relation to the slow starts. You were saying after the game that you couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I don't like us to run the ball just for the sake of running the ball. It's a 2-yard loss or a 1-yard gain. I don't believe in that. Everything you do in life should have a purpose. Let's be purposeful when we do things, not just do it just to do it.
Okay, last one, go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, Coach Ryan Coneyberg from DNVR. You generally have a pretty aggressive approach when it comes to 4th downs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Just curious where that philosophy came from, and if you like to coach those moments from your gut, or
I don't
on
believe
something
in
else.
gut. Believe in it's what your team is doing, what your team is showing you. I'm aggressive because I'm aggressive by nature. I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna do it. I'm an attacker. Like I don't sit back and wait on nothing to happen. I'm gonna go make it happen. One thing that I think I haven't gotten this question yet, and I can't believe it, is that overtime we wanted the ball. Why y'all ain't asking me about that? Why did I want the ball?
Because you want the offense out there.
I want the offense out there. Why?
Puts
Put
pressure
ball
on.
Shador's in.
You go, girl. Go, girl. I want to put the darn ball in Shador's hand. Why? Because I know what he's going to do, and it's going to put pressure on them to do something that they're not prepared to do consistently. That's why. Charlotte said, "Daddy," and he called me Dad. I'm like, "I'm not your dad. I'm your coach right now." He said, "You put the defense out there first?" I said, "No. Your brother's going to take this, and he's going to do what he does." That was really the conversation.
Did you expect it to flip back the other way in overtime?
What you mean?
Where after the first overtime, I felt like previously it would go the reverse. So after
Yeah, we thought, but they told us no. They like, I don't know where
I
it
think it's
came
because
from.
we chose offense.
Yeah, we chose
Instead of
offense.
defense, then they got to choose defense first.
Yeah. So I was gonna put Shador out there, let him do what he's capable of doing, and it all worked out. But we're gonna oftentimes take the aggressive approach. We're gonna take the aggressive approach. approach and put pressure on people and not allow the pressure placed on us.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
God bless. Make sure, let's pray for that kid, man. That's absurd for people to be threatening him. I don't mind getting death threats. I get them every week, but a kid, it's not good.